Welcome back to Happy Place Cooking. Today I'm going to be doing a fun little recipe, and I think it's going to be pretty simple. I am actually going to be making a version of homemade Pop-Tarts. Yep, that's what I said, Pop-Tarts, and I do think this will be fun. Let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is make my filling. I have 1 cup of creamy peanut butter. I've got 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla, 2 tablespoons of real butter, and 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. I'm gonna mix my powdered sugar a little bit so it doesn't go fluffing all over the place when I turn the mixer on. I could mix this completely by hand, but yeah, I'm not that energetic. Now that that is all mixed together, I am just going to set that aside. I'm going to get some parchment paper because I don't want my pie crust to stick to my countertop. You can use this, as I am doing, to make it quite a bit simpler and a lot faster. Or you could actually make your own pie crust. It might be better with your own pie crust. These are, if you've ever used them before, they're good, but they are definitely not comparable to homemade. Start with 1. I'm really hoping this is thawed out enough. I had them in my freezer. Oh yeah, still nice and cold, but able to be rolled out. I may have way too much filling. Now, to add my filling, and as I said, may have made too much. Let's start with that. I only want to do to maybe a 1/2 inch from the edge. Don't want to go all the way to the edge because this is going to get crimped all the way around. And if your filling's in there, it's going to ooze out. You can also do this with a fruit spread of some sort. I considered doing that. That's actually the original recipe that I had found some time back, but peanut butter just stuck out to me because we do love peanut butter. I went ahead and I used all of the filling. I tried to kind of even it out so that it's not like piled in the middle, so it's about the same thickness all the way around. Next step is to unroll my other crust. Uh-oh, this one's not wanting to unroll as easily. Then carefully lay this on top of the other. Take a fork and do the little fork thing all the way around. You want to press it pretty good because you don't want anything, you want this to seal. You don't want anything seeping out while it's baking. But also you got to be careful not to stab into the inner part of the pie crust. This is probably going to be the most difficult part, to get this to slide over onto this without it getting all topsy-turvy and stuff. I am just using a pizza pan since mine is round. I do have my pan very, very lightly greased. I don't typically grease this pan, but I just didn't want to take the chance that anything might stick. I preheated to 400 degrees. This is going to go in the oven for probably 8 to 10 minutes. I'm going to keep an eye on it. As it starts to nicely brown, that's when I want to pull it out. I just want to make sure this is done. Well, that looks absolutely beautiful. And it actually smells good. I can smell the peanut butter filling and the crust. I need this to cool completely before I can move on to the next step. I'll be back once this is cooled. I have got some candy melts. I'm going to follow the instructions for melting these in the microwave. And once I have them all melted, then I'm going to come back and start decorating this. I'm not sure if I need all of this. I'm going to use my silicone spatula. And I'm just going to kind of smear this all over. And I don't think I'm going to need every bit. I am not going to go all the way to the edge. Need a place to be able to hold them. I am not sure if I'm going to get these on before the candy melts. Ah, harden back up. Oh, I hate sprinkles. They go everywhere. I just kind of wanted to add a little bit of color to them. It's nothing for like flavor or anything like that. Well, I got some on there and I don't think that looks too bad. You really have to work pretty fast with that candy melt stuff. Overall, the entire time to fix it was very minimal. Did not take very long. I think it took longer to mess with those sprinkles than it did anything. I'm gonna plate this up and give it a taste. Thanks so much for watching. Happy eating.